Hello, topic for the video is straight lines in two dimensions. This video is a revision video to revise how we name or position a line mathematically in two-dimensional plane. A plane consists of many points, and to position those points mathematically, a reference point is chosen amongst them, something like that. And with respect to that reference point, x and y coordinates are assigned to all the points, which are actually the position coordinates or the name of those points. The system looks somewhat like this. This plane is also known as Cartesian plane as it was proposed by Descartes. From point we move towards the line. We learned that if the x and y coordinates of the points shares a linear relation between them, a common linear relation between them, then the points are collinear. Means any set of points, if their x and y coordinates shares a common linear relation, then the points are collinear. That means they make a line. Okay. Linear relation means somewhat like this: y equals x, y equals 2x, y equals to minus 8x plus 7, where the power of both the variables is 1. There do exist quadratic relations, and the plot of the points which shares any one of these quadratic relation between their coordinates makes a parabola. Here you can see y coordinate is square of the x coordinate, so relation is quadratic, and all the points who follow this relation are going to make a parabola. Similarly, we have cubic, biquadratic, and many other relations which can be written between y and x coordinate. So the points following all those relations make a special type of curve. Okay, but right now we'll focus on linear relations, as if the coordinates follow the linear relations, then the points are on the straight line. Just like we have a line here, if we focus on the coordinates of the highlighted points of this line, the coordinates of this point is 0 0, here is 1 1, 2 2, and 4 4. Means x coordinate is equals to y coordinate. That means they shares this relation, and all of these points you can see they are collinear, and we are able to make a line. That's why. No, so if the points shares linear relation, common linear relation between their coordinates, then we get a line. How many different types of linear relations exist between the x and y coordinates? The linear relations can be of these formats, or they can be of these formats. There is no other linear relation form exist between y and x coordinates. Okay, so these are the relations between the coordinates, and the points following any one of the specific relations are collinear. So in a way, these all are the equations of different lines. Now, and as these are the only possible formats, so we can say the general equation of a line in a plane can be given by this. This is a specific equation in a line where a is equals to 1 and b equals to 0. For all of them, a has different values from 1, 2, minus 3, and 10, and b is 0. And here a and b have some values. Okay, so we can take this as the general equation of all the lines. Now, if we have to identify any line, or if we have to visualize any line in a plane through its equation, then we should be able to decode the role of a and b in the equation. Means, how does this differ from this? When a changes from 1 to 1, how does the plot look like? How does the line differ from each other? On the introduction of b, how does the line look? So let's see the impact of a and b on the equation of a line. So here we will make an effort to understand the role of a and b in the equation. So here I have x coordinate. I'm generating the y coordinate equals to x coordinate to see its plot. So here y coordinate is equals to x coordinate. That means this. So I'll create coordinates of many points. So here are many points with x and y coordinates same. If I plot them, the plot looks somewhat like this, a straight line. Here you can see 5, 5, 10, 10. That means that's y equals x. Now I'll create a table for different sets of x and y coordinates with different values of a. So here my table is ready. If I plot them all together, so it will choose x and y coordinate, these set of points, then these set of points, and these set of points. Let's plot them. So here my table is ready. So the chart is ready. So blue line is y1 and red line is y2. Gray line is y3 and yellow is y4. Let's see, look at the equations. y1 is actually y equals to x. These all coordinates have y equals 2x. This is y equals 5x. And the last one is actually y equals to half x, 0.5x, half x. Okay, so they are basically 2, 1, 2, 5 and half. So 1, 2, 5 and half. So you can see as the value of a increased from 1 to 2 and 2 to 5, the tilt increased, and when the value of x decreased from 1 to half, the tilt decreased. Okay, that means a changes the slope of the line, the tilt of the line. Okay, and then we have b. Let's study the role of b on the equation of a line. So in the previous equations I just made little change. Here you can see that it's still y equals x. This is y equals to 2x. This is y equals to 2x plus 20. Means this is 2x and this is 2x plus 20. And this is x minus 10. Okay. So this is y equals x. This is y equals to 2x. So slope has changed. This is actually equals to y equals 2x plus 20. Means this line. And this one is y equals x minus 10. You can see in these two lines, yellow and gray, I just introduced plus 20 and minus 10. The rest, this is same as this orange. So this is y equals 2x and this is y equals 2x plus 20. You can see there is just a shift of a line in the upwards direction because it was y equals 2x plus 20. And here this was y equals x and this was y equals x minus 10. Just the introduction of minus 10 shifted the line below. So the role of b is it just shifts the line from the origin in the upward direction or below direction depending upon the sign of b. So now we understood the role of a and b. A determines the slope. This was y equals x minus 10. This was y equals x. In both the cases, the value of a was 1. Okay, so their slope is same. You can see these are parallel. Even these are parallel because this was y equals 2x and this was y equals 2x plus 20. As their a value was same, that means their slope was same. Okay, so that's why they are parallel. Now, in short, a determines the slope and b actually decides the y-intercept. Okay, y-intercept means at what point it will intersect the y-axis. So this is the y-intercept. Here the y-intercept is from here to here, which is 20, and here the y-intercept is minus 10. So now we are ready to visualize the line on the plane. Now, one more thing is left. What if our value of a is negative? If value of a is negative, then our slope is gonna be negative. It's gonna be in this direction, in the quadrant, this and this. Let's change them only. I'm just changing this y equals minus 2x plus 20. Okay, so I'm just making it minus and copy pasting this here. You can see this gray line shifts in this direction. Okay, let's change this also. 2x to minus 2x. So now we have a whole set of points who have this. Now you can see the slope is in this direction, negative direction. No? So now we know the impact of value of a and b on the visual of a line. So now let's try visualize the lines in the Cartesian plane without plotting them. Let us try visualizing these lines in the Cartesian plane. All of these lines are of the format y equals ax, b is equals to 0 in all of these. So there are two types of line actually, with the positive slope and with the negative slope. Here the value of a is negative and in the rest three the value is positive. If the value is positive, the line passes through first and the third quadrant just like this, because the sign of x coordinate is equals to the sign of the y coordinate. Here also, if x is positive, then y is positive. If you substitute x as negative, then y is gonna be negative. So these lines passes through plus plus quadrant and minus minus quadrant. Means if minus, then minus, if plus, then plus. So lines with the positive slope appears like this, and the lines with the negative slope, they appear like this, because if the x is positive, the y's value is negative. If x is negative, the y value is positive. So they passes through quadrants having x and y coordinates of the opposite signs. Okay, now these lines. So as these lines are of ax plus b format, so these lines will not pass through origin. They will pass through origin. They will not pass through origin, as these positive or negative values of b will shift them from the origin either upwards or downwards. That depends upon the value of b. If the value of b is negative, then the lines shifts downwards. If it is a negative slope or a positive slope, that doesn't matter, the lines will shift downwards, something like this. Here this line has been shifted down because of the negative value of b. The slope is same, it's 2x, and this is 2x minus 4. So this was y equals 2x and this is 2x minus 4. It shifted downwards. And this one is y equals minus 3x and this is y equals minus 3x plus 6. It shifted, this one 10x minus 4, so it shifted downwards. If it is positive, then the lines will shift upwards, somewhat like this. Okay, so the line was here, it shifted upwards because of the positive value of b. Okay, and here also the first b was 0, now b has some positive value. Okay, so you learnt the impact of different values of a and b. A positive, b positive decides the a positive or negative decides the slope, either this or that, and b positive and negative decides how much upwards or downwards from the origin. Now there are few more lines here, just like this. This line is the slope of this line is very less. No, the tilt has been decreased and the line is almost horizontal. Okay, and this line has the slope infinite because the tilt is exactly at 90 degree now. So this is said to have infinite slope. Okay, so the equation of this line is given by this, because the y coordinate on this line is always 0. On x-axis the y coordinate is always 0. So unlike these, they have a special equation which is y equals 0, and here the equation is x equals to 0. These equations can also be related to y equals ax plus b format. Okay. Now if the slope is positive, then the line passes through first and third quadrant, as I discussed earlier. And depending upon the value of b, if it is positive or negative, so from first and third, the line will either shift in the second, means it will also pass through second, or fourth. Second or fourth, that's decided by the value of b. If the slope is negative, then the line passes through second and fourth quadrant, and the positive or negative value of b will decide whether it will go towards it, whether it will pass through one or third. Then there are more lines, something which are parallel to y-axis and x-axis. Okay, so the lines which are parallel to x-axis, their slope is 0, and the lines which are parallel to y-axis, their slopes are infinite. Okay, just like this line, this is parallel to x-axis, so its slope is 0. Okay, but the equation of line is, it won't be y equals to 0, the equation of line is y equals to something. Okay, and that is, let's take it as 4. Suppose it's passing through y equals to 4. So that the y coordinate of all the points on this line is gonna be y equals to 4. Similarly, this line, this is parallel to y-axis, but the x coordinate of every point on this line is gonna be same, and suppose that is -2. So the equation of the line means this line can be identified through the equation x equals -2. So these all facts are enough to visualize every line in the plane. Let's visualize these lines. Here, as the slope is positive, so the line will pass through first and third quadrant, no? And as the b value is negative, so the line will shift will shift downwards. That means along with first and third, it will also pass through fourth. Now here the slope is positive, again the line will pass through first and third, but we have a b value also, so it won't pass through origin, it will shift upwards because the sign is positive. So along with first and third, it will also pass through second. Here the slope is negative, so the line will pass through second and fourth quadrant. Okay, but it won't pass through origin. That means it will also cross one more quadrant, and positive value of 11 shows it will pass through first also. Y equals 4x. So there is no b value, so this line will pass through origin only. But as the slope is positive, so it will pass through first and third quadrant. This line here has a slope negative and no b value, so it's gonna pass through origin and through the quadrant second and fourth. This is y equals 7. So this is a line parallel to x-axis. Its slope is 0, and this will pass through your y equals 7. It will pass through first and second quadrant. This is parallel to x-axis and will pass through first and second quadrant. This line is parallel to y-axis. Okay, and this will pass through first and fourth quadrant. So in this way, any equation, any line can be identified from this format of equation. Y equals ax plus b. Okay, y equals ax plus b is the general equation of a line, and by analyzing this line, we can, by looking at this format of the line, we can actually visualize the line in the Cartesian plane. So this is all for this video. I hope you understood. Thank you.